Yo, 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 what's happening? Happy New Year. Hope you're having an amazing freaking New Year so far. I can't believe it's 2020 and this is kind of like just like everything's really pretty much flown by. Like it's pretty crazy like how fast the time is like flying by and everything. So, today's live training. So, I want to give you, exactly what you need, kind of the tools you need in order to have a complete fitness transformation. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's a big gap in really knowing your end goal, right? Say you want to lose 30 pounds. You know that. Say you start off really good, or you might not know where to start. That's another big obstacle that comes in. And say something happens and you just don't really know, you lost 5 pounds and then you don't know what to do next. So that's kind of what this is going to be about today. This is going to be about making sure that you have all the tools you need in order to have a complete fitness transformation. And a lot of my clients that I've just finished up, they just finished up their 30 or their 90-day program. A lot of them, 30 pounds is not an unrealistic thing. And it's been really, really, I'd say, easy for them in order to get things done. Starting off, it's a little weird. It seems like it's a lot. It could be overwhelming. But once they kind of get in the rhythm of it, they're kind of realizing, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is how I'm supposed to eat. And the things really feel easy. Like it's something that doesn't go, super, super hard. It's something that's not super, super difficult. And best of all, like you're getting results and putting in a minimal amount of effort, because when you put in the right amount of effort where it needs to be, it doesn't take a lot. And that's kind of another big challenge where you try to take, your life is like this and your diet's like this, and you're trying to fit your entire life into the small diet, and it never works. So the bigger mission of the complete fitness transformation method, the bigger mission of what I do and why I do what I do, is so that you don't have to constantly be in that, thing like, oh, sorry, got that cough that's going around. And being in the, oh, it runs in my family. Diabetes runs in my family. Heart disease runs in my family. And what that does is it starts putting things in a place where you seem like you can't beat it. So instead of thinking, oh, these bad things run in my family, we're going to switch the script. All right. We're going to be like, oh, our family's healthy. Like everybody works out in our family. Our family enjoys doing things outside. And that kind of mentality, because I believe full 100% without a doubt that most of the things that we're suffering with, you don't have to suffer. Like, type 2 diabetes, really fucking, really, really, really fucking preventable. Heart disease, extremely preventable. And a little bit takes you a long way. Like just saying no to maybe one soda, and maybe doing like parking, instead of getting the front spot, park at the furthest spot. That'll take you a long way. So that's kind of the mission. Not kind of, that is the mission. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. And if that resonates with you, then stick on here. You're definitely going to want to hear this. So the transformation program takes you in 90 days in an accelerated fashion so that you get the results. And within that 90 days, while you're getting results, you're learning how to keep those results. Because the worst thing that could happen is you make an amazing transformation, but then you can't keep it. And you don't know how to keep it because maybe you were going through something in your life and the stress was just making you exercise more and taking your appetite away. Yeah, you lost the weight, but you really didn't do it in a way that's sustainable And it was kind of that dependency thing. You know, your results were directly tied to being dependent on those external factors. And that's not how to have a good transformation and keep it. So the challenge is a lot of the time with wanting to get a transformation, that this is the common things I hear. One, I don't know what to do. And two, I need motivation. And, you know, a couple people you don't need motivation. Motivation isn't real. Well, it's very real. And I believe 1,000,000% motivation. And two, not knowing what to do. Because the new year's here, right? And now all of a sudden you're super gung ho. You're ready to go. You're ready to go to the gym. You're ready to eat healthy. But where do you start? You get on Google. I start looking up, oh, okay, so-and-so lost a diet or did a diet and they lost that weight. So-and-so did this diet, they lost that weight. But what you're realizing is that there's way too much information and it's way too overwhelming. And then now there's 30 options out there. Now you have to pick the right option for you. So then you start to get really, really overwhelmed. And then you get, paralyzed by perfection, or information paralysis, they call it, where you're taking in so much information that you can't make a decision, and it's really, really counterproductive to what you're trying to do because, okay, I'm going to go to Google, how to lose 30 pounds. Boom. Whole bunch of stuff pops up, right? All right, cool. Let me pick this one. Okay, it says I need to just eat eggs. I need to eat a dozen eggs a day and that's it. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad until you actually do it. And I haven't tried the egg fast. That's one of the new hot things now. I haven't tried the egg fast. And it really bothers me that, people put shit out there like that. But that's going to be a conversation for another day. All right. So you say the egg fast, you try it. Okay. You go about 3 or 4 days, you're forcing yourself. And then finally you realize that you hate eggs. So what do you do now? You say, fuck it, cheat day. And you're going to Taco Bell to get the new double stack taco and shit blows up. And now that initial 5 pounds you lost in 3 days just from eating eggs is now gained to 8 to 10 pounds that you gained back. I'm drinking coffee, right? Of course, all day. So now you're stuck in this vicious cycle. So you get back in, going to Google again. That one didn't work. So I'm going to try again. And what you're doing is just picking random things to try to guess your way through it. It would be like driving to, I don't know, you're driving to Best Buy to go fill up your car with gas, right? Can you fill up your car with gas at Best Buy? Well, maybe there's a Best Buy that has a gas pump at it. I don't think so. Or maybe somebody left a bunch of gas cans outside, But you're rolling the dice to say, you know what? I have 1 mile to go. Instead of figuring out a plan where I know there's definitely gas, a place where I know I can definitely get what I need, I'm going to take a chance over here because it's quicker. It seems really, really great. And it's almost too good to be true. And that too good to be true, you're like, Best Buy does have a lot of really good stuff, but I've never remembered them selling gas. But somebody said they ran out of gas and they got gas at Best Buy. So fuck it, I'm doing it. And then what happens is you run out of gas at Best Buy. And just picking these random programs out and not finding one that molds around you and molds around your lifestyle that's easy to implement easy that you can have support with is the biggest issue that happens when you're trying to make those changes. It's just as simple as you need an oil change. Okay, you go to the place that does oil changes, wherever you get your oil changed at. If you need new tires for your car, you go to the place where you can buy tires. You don't go to the mattress store to buy tires, right? But for some reason, when it comes to your health, everybody, you lose your mind, and then all reason goes out the window. So that's the big issue, is knowing how to start and knowing how to keep motivated. Because when you get results, that keeps you motivated. And then you keep motivated, you get more results. See that's the hamster wheel you want to be on. So on the flip side of that, you want to be able to eat the food that you love, right? Nobody wants to be on a super restrictive diet, when you're going out and you can't have dessert because of whatever. And maybe sometimes you want to have some chips. And maybe sometimes you want a taco from Taco Bell. Or you're super busy running around on the weekend and you can only go to Chick-fil-A, okay? That stuff shouldn't ruin you. And it also shouldn't be a 10-hour meal prep on Sunday so that you can set yourself up for the week. That's also not it. It's about balancing out your time and having things be simple and effective. Imagine being on a diet and losing weight without feeling like you're on a diet. How cool would that be, right? Or imagine knowing what to do when life happens, because let's be honest, life's always going to happen. I might run out of coffee one day. If I run out of coffee, I don't freak out. Say, okay, I don't have coffee. What's plan B? Go to Wawa. Yes, I drink Wawa coffee. I think it's the best to go coffee, and they have their special reserve. Another conversation, another day. Let me get back to it. But what happens is it gives you that confidence to know that you're going to make the choice that's the best choice. And you're going to have a plan in place when you need it. Because life is always, always, always going to happen. I just had one of my clients. She said, you know what? I have like 3 vacations coming up. Maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait till things calm down. And there's a real conversation, Let's say, can I be real with you? Yes. All right. Life is always going to be in the way. There's always going to be something that pops up that takes your focus away from where it needs to be. Always. Every single time. And the big problem with that is, call it the biggest loser epidemic, because you take a person, you put them in a perfect scenario, right? So now they're in the ideal scenario for them to get results. It doesn't matter what it is. In ideal conditions, the extremes happen. Perfect storms happen. When you get the right lottery numbers in a perfect condition, great things happen. But on the day-to-day, things are usually pretty mild. You're not winning the lottery. The weather isn't too extreme. And it's never going to be the perfect time to start. But when you start, and especially when there's a lot of things going on and your life might feel like it's chaotic, that's the perfect time to have something in your life that's going to be structured and it's going to be consistent. And that consistency is what sets you apart from making results and making big changes or not having any at all. Because of one super, super, super key thing, and it's your focus. Because when there's a lot of things going on in your life and things are chaotic, your focus kind of gets everywhere. But when you have somebody to lean on, somebody to support you, somebody to motivate you, somebody to keep you happy, it just it gives you that confidence to know, you know what, maybe this part of my life, maybe work, isn't so bad right now. I'm looking at things in a broader perspective, and now I'm realizing, you know what, I'm worried about something that I can't control. So I'm just not going to worry about it. And I'm going to take that focus, that distracted focus, and put a little bit of intent behind it and focus on the things that I really need, right? That is the biggest key. All right. So next up, knowing where to start and how to keep motivated. Those are the two gaps. Those are the two things that we need to fix before you get into your 4 steps. So what you need to do, this is how it is now. So now we're going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 steps. And this is the CFT method. This is my signature program, CFT method, that takes you through these 5 steps. And I'm going to go through each one in depth so that you can understand what it is and why it's important. Okay, so the first one is vision mapping. So when you're going through transformation, you need to build a timeline. Timeline looks like this. From 0 to 90 days, what's the goal at the end of the 90 days? Within that 90 days, what is the goal each month? Within each month, what is the goal each week? And each week, what is the goal each day? And say, in essence, you want to, we'll keep it simple, lose 30 pounds in 90 days, okay? So at the end of 90 days, you lose 30 pounds. So that's about 10 pounds per month. Yeah, 10 pounds per month. Breaks down to about, 2, 4, 6, 8, a little over 2 pounds a week. What things are going to lead you to getting those 2 pounds per week? What things are going to lead you to getting those 10 pounds per month? What things are going to lead you to get those 30 pounds in 90 days? And then when you break it down each step of the way, you know what to expect, you know what you're supposed to do, and you know how you're supposed to do it, and you're learning why it's important. That takes all the pressure off of the unknown, because let's face it, when you don't know what's happening, it's hard to really grasp the entire concept. And when you start off and say, okay, this month, this is my goal. My goal is to lose 10 pounds this month. Okay, that means I need to change the behavior of getting my nutrition straight and getting my exercise straight. So having that vision in place and having that roadmap guides your results so that nothing gets left behind. In each step, there's a list of things, the things you're doing each month aren't going to be the things you do each week. The things you do each week are not going to be the things you do each day. But all of those together work in they all work together in making sure that the end goal is reached, okay? The second step is mindset. And the mindset that needs to happen is that it's a lifestyle. And this is important because you need to think for the rest of your life in order to make small changes, or in order to make big changes now. If you just think to the end of the 90 days, what happens after that? You don't know. But when you have that plan in place and that map, and each week you're focusing on exercises that are going to help you stay accountable, help you stay supported, and help you stay motivated for 90 days and beyond, so that once you get the results, you keep them. That is the mindset you need to take, and know that you're in this for the long game, because this isn't just 90 days and I'm done. This is a complete lifestyle. This is complete transformation. You need to leave the old you behind and open up to the new you, and open up to your new higher self and step into that person who you really, really want to be deep down inside, saying, you know what, this is who I want to be. This is how I'm going to be that person. Start living like it. And when your mindset and your actions start to align with your higher self, your mindset's going to be in the perfect way to keep going when things get a little bit tougher, and to keep going when it's a year from now and you feel great because, oh, I lost 30 pounds and I've kept it off for a year, right? The next thing is confidence. This is important because you need to be 100% confident, a 10 out of 10, to know that you will get the results and that you're committed to getting the results. Because I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? So you're getting married. There's a couple on their wedding day. They were sitting down there with somebody was asking them a question. I said, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like, this is your person no matter what, like ride or die, this is it. How committed are you to this marriage? And what if your husband, wife, partner, whoever said, I'm about an 8? An 8. They just said an 8. I'm pretty committed. I definitely want to do this. I don't think it's perfect for me, but I'm gonna give it a go and see what happens. Right? How pissed off would you be if you watched a video of your significant other on their wedding day? They said they were an 8. They're like, fuck out of here. I'm out. Okay. But if you're a 10, you're like, hey, actually, I'm a 12. I'm a 1 million because you know what? That's my person. We're going to ride or die together. Nothing's going to break us up. And no matter what happens in our lives together, we're going to make it through together. No matter what. This is my person. This is it. And I'm going to make it work, ride, or fucking die. Right? That commitment, that type of confidence is what gets you your goals. That right there. That's why that's important. Because if you take a lackadaisical approach at this, you're going to get lackadaisical results. And at that point, it's not worth it for you, and it's not worth it for me. Because if you're not 100% committed, I can't want your results more than you do. I want it for you really, really bad, like ride or die bad. But if you don't want it for yourself, there's nothing I can do to help you, right? All right. Next up, nutrition. Of course, nutrition is important. And this is important because we're going to find the best way for you to eat in order to lose weight and tone up. It's not picking random things. It's building a perfect house around your lifestyle. It's taking little pieces and plugging them in for you so that you have a complete nutrition plan that is easy for you and it's not overwhelming and not taking over your life. You're not constantly thinking about, oh, how many calories is this? How many calories is this coffee right here? Like, okay, how many calories are in half of this pen? Like that's not it. It's things that are simple, things that are easy to implement, and things that are easy for you to keep going and for you to sustain without it taking over your life. The last part is exercise. And I know everybody wants to get in the gym and go super hard. Exercise should also be easy to implement into your life. If going to the gym's your thing, then you need to have a specific plan to do when you go to the gym. Don't go in there and wander around. You need to have the exact things you need to do, the exact weight you need to do, and how often you need to do it, planned out for the entire 90 days. Same thing if you're working out at home. You need to have a plan in place. Say you have no equipment. That's perfectly fine too. Say you don't even really like exercising, but you can go out for a walk every day. That's fine. And again, it goes back into finding those pieces that you can plug into your lifestyle to make anything work. Because the funny thing is, everything works, but there is one specific thing that works for you. And that's what CFT is all about. Taking a complete deep dive into your lifestyle and taking a hard audit, like IRS style audit. It'd be like, look, this is all of it. And then from there, we can put out a plan and we just, boom, put pieces in places and get things rolling. So those are the 5 steps that you need to have a complete transformation. Your vision, you need to have your 90-day plan set. You need to have your mindset right to know that it's a lifestyle change. You need to be 10 out of 10 committed and confident that you can get these results. A nutrition plan that's easy for you and doesn't take over your life. And an exercise plan that fits into your lifestyle and doesn't take up tons and tons of time. So now we're getting to the good stuff. CFT. So the Complete Fitness Transformation Method is my 90-day high-touch one-on-one coaching program to help you lose weight, tone up, and build confidence without doing any type of crazy diets. We're not doing any type of crazy exercise or workouts. And you're not going to be sacrificing your time, meal prepping or spending 2 or 3 hours in the gym doing cardio or on Google, just trying to Google every single thing and try to figure out what it does. And what it looks like inside of CFT is you get 10 weeks of detailed curriculum. So each week you have a task that you need to complete. You have one-on-one daily check-ins with me. Every day, we're going to be talking a lot. We're going to become best friends. And that is the support and accountability that you need. Each week, we have a live call where we talk together one-on-one. Each week, we'll also have a live group call with some special guests, things that I realize you need. We'll have a nutritionist, we'll have a therapist, and come on to help answer any specific questions or roadblocks that you're having. You get lifetime support and access to the material from me. So even after those 90 days, we set up monthly check-in each month on how we're moving forward, how we need to make changes, because I am not going to let you fail. None of this works unless you get the results. That's it. And keep them. Because if you don't keep results, then that's it. Like I couldn't do it at all. So that's why this program was created. And that's why it's specific and it's laid out very, very actionable, action-oriented on these are the things you need to do. Nothing's going to slip by the crack. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, why it's important, and when it needs to be done. Because there is a timeline that's moving through, and I need to make sure that you stay on there. So I'm going to be holding you accountable every single day by any means necessary and making sure that you get all the support you need. So if you have any questions about CFT, it's starting on the 13th, January 13th, 2020. This is Barbara Walters, 2020. It's starting on 1/13. So if you have any questions or you just want to learn more, all you need to do below is just comment me. I'm going to shoot you a special message, say a little overview of the program, and we'll see if it's a good fit for you, because this is the first time that I'm ever launching my program with everything. I've taken 18 years of experience from all of my successful clients and every single person I've worked with, and packaged it into an accelerated program in 90 days to where you can see life-changing results and keep them. So thank you for being on here today. If you have any questions, post them here. If you're interested, just comment me below and I'll send you a special message. I'll talk to you later.